Hi friends, it's Wendy Lynn. Welcome to my kitchen. In today's video, I'm going to be making a vegetable stew. It's going to be completely plant-based and it's going to be so hearty. It's going to be full of plant-based protein, lots of fresh veggies, a yummy, warm, soothing broth. It's the perfect meal on a cold winter evening, which is what we're having here in North Texas. I've had my onions and my garlic sauteing for about 5 to 7 minutes, and the onions are nice and translucent. Robert, zoom on in here so they can see what these onions look like. Now to that, I'm gonna go ahead and add my carrots and my celery. And this is how I've got those chopped. Take a look at that. Oops, I lost a carrot. Let me grab that carrot. I do leave the skins on my carrots. You can peel them if you want, but there's a lot of nutrients in the skin, so I just go ahead and leave them on. So I'm gonna go and put my carrots and my celery in with the onions and garlic. And I'm gonna let that saute up for just a little bit. My vegetables have been sauteing. It's looking good and it's smelling wonderful in here. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add my chopped up mushrooms. Now this is how I chop up my mushrooms. You want them nice and thick and coarse. And this is actually what I substitute beef for. So portobello mushrooms are very meaty in texture. And this is basically kind of like a traditional beef stew, but without beef stock and without beef since it's plant-based. So I'm using veggie stock and I'm using portobello mushrooms coarsely chopped in place of the beef. And it's so good. You won't believe how good it's gonna taste. So I'm gonna put all these mushrooms in there and I'm gonna saute that up for just a little bit. I'm losing stuff. Okay, the mushroom right there, I'll toss that in there. This is gonna be amazing. See, now I'm gonna go ahead and put my potatoes in, and then I'm going to put in a little small, this is a little small thing of tomato paste. I'll read the ounces. 6-ounce little can of tomato paste. That makes it have a yummy broth. I'm gonna put these potatoes in there, and I've got them in chunks about like that. You can put them whatever size you want. Now to that, I'm gonna add some fresh rosemary that I've chopped up. You can use dry rosemary, but fresh is gonna taste a lot better. I've got about a tablespoon of fresh rosemary. I'm gonna sprinkle that in there. And now I'm gonna put my tomato paste. Just gonna scoop that on in there. Add my dry lentils, and they're washed and ready to go. I've got 1 cup of dried lentils. Zoom on in here, Robert. All right, look how beautiful that stew looks. Delicious. Now I'm gonna just go ahead and put my lentils in there and gonna just give that a good stir. All right, so now what we're gonna do, this is my kind of little secret that I was telling you about. We're gonna make it more of a creamy, savory, kind of nutty flavor. And it's gonna make it more gravy-like. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some of the stew, about a cup worth. We're gonna do everything that's in the stew, we're gonna put in here. Make sure we get some of the broth. Okay. So we're just gonna do a cup of the stew. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in my Vitamix. You're gonna want a high-powered blender for this. So I like my Vitamix. It's getting pretty old, but it still works well, so I keep using it. But a Ninja, any high-powered blender will do. Now, to that 1 cup of stew, I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of raw organic cashews. We're going to go put that in there. And now I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of nutritional yeast. You can get this on Amazon. I'll put the link for this product in the comments below. So I'm just going to put 2 tablespoons of that. And that gives it a real savory, kind of nutty, cheesy flavor to it. All right. Now we're going to go and pop this lid on, and I'm going to go ahead and blend this up till it's really smooth, probably about maybe a minute or so. I'm going to add that to my stew. I want to make sure we get all of it. So I'm going to use this rubber spatula. Just make sure we get all that good stuff in there. So we don't want to waste any of it. Okay. All right. Now come on over here, Robert, and I'm going to show, we're going to just stir that mixture in. And it's going to make it a delicious, creamy, yummy beef stew gravy. Without the beef, obviously. Look how delicious that looks. Mmm. Now, if this isn't hearty, I don't know what is. Okay. Now, I'm going to put 1 cup of my cooked brown rice in. Just going to dump that on in there. And I'm going to put my can of peas in there. And then I'm going to put, I don't know, there's probably about 3 tablespoons of fresh parsley chopped up. I'm going to put that in there. Come take a look at this. All right, so now we're going to just mix all this yummy goodness in here. Look at that. How beautiful that looks.
That's good. Wow, that's really good. Thank you.
I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed my video, I sure would appreciate if you subscribe, like, and share my channel.